Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to bring you guys a review about an item that has been talked about a lot in the last couple of months, and it is the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. If you guys are interested in my thoughts and opinions, keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to jump right on in and first talk about the mascara, and then I'm going to show you the application and just comparing one eye to the other eye. Okay, so before I get into all the little nitty-gritty details about it, I wanted to read what the website claims the mascara is. So this is a volumizing mascara that delivers instant heart-stopping volume with up to 24-hour wear that lasts all night and even the morning after your biggest, blackest, boldest lashes yet. So this is kind of a lot to live up for, in my opinion, for just a simple mascara, but... Alright, so this is the third coat of the mascara, and I think I'm going to stop there. I really don't want to make it look any more clumpier. I do prefer more of like that brushed out look and more like you can see the lashes individually. The Lancome is pretty, and because it is a little more like clumpier, it does make the lashes look more voluminous as well. But again, like I said, I don't really prefer that. I would rather just glue on some lashes, if anything, to give myself more volume than build up a ton of mascara like the Lancome does. So this mascara retails for $25. You can buy it at either Sephora or Ulta. I think in Sephora they have a deal going on where if you buy this little bundle, you get the full size and then like the little travel size mascara for free. That's what I got personally, and I think you should, like, if you're gonna get that, might as well just get the half free mascara. But jumping into my opinion and review. So this mascara has been so overhyped by, I think, a lot of people. I've seen a ton of ads everywhere, and of course a lot of YouTubers talking about it. So naturally I decided to try it out for myself and see, is it actually worth all this hype and attention it's getting? So I have a lot of thoughts about it. Of course, please keep in mind that just because I personally feel that way about it does not mean that you have the same experience. For all I know, you might like the complete opposite items that I like, or something that I look forward in mascaras you might not like. I actually made a little pros and cons list today because I think that's a very nice way of judging an item. Sadly, this had a lot more cons than pros for me. Some of the cons is, for me, I think it took a little too long to apply because this is a much more liquidier. Since this mascara is a lot more liquidy than my usual preference, it did take a lot more time. So for me, that is a con because obviously, why would I prefer something that takes twice as long than something that's quicker? I would say mainly it took a lot of time because it is a liquidy foundation. So you can't just like keep building it up like a dry formula. A dry formula, you can do that and you're done. Because it's liquidy, it pretty much gets too goopy and wet, and it doesn't build up actually. So you kind of have to like put on one layer, wait a little bit, and which I did that when I was putting it on. You have to wait a little bit, like 30 seconds at least, and then the second coat, and then wait again and third coat. So because you have to wait a bit, I think it's kind of like annoying and necessary. You don't have to, of course, but I feel like you get way better results if you do. Now, like with the traditional mascara, like my Maybelline Lash Sensational one, I never have to wait. I can build it up right off the first time. I'm also not a big fan of the wand. It's nice that it does provide volume, but I think it's just too clumpy for me. Like, I prefer a mascara wand that you can spread out your lashes easy, because if you can spread them out, that means you can easily build them up and they don't look too clumpy. But again, I think that's a personal preference. I don't really like the mascaras because I kind of like the more brushed out look, like where you can actually see each individual lash versus like a more like messy, clumpy. Again, possibly not a con for someone else. For me, that is a con. Something that I've actually not heard a single other person mention, I mean, maybe at least the videos that I watch from other YouTubers, no one has ever said this, but this is actually really hard to wash off. Like, oh gosh, it's worse than a waterproof mascara in my opinion. Let me explain. So whenever you wash it off, I don't know if this has like oil or something in it. I probably should have looked in the ingredients, but that's the kind of feeling I get when I wash it off. Of course, like usually I go in with just like a makeup remover at first, and then at the end I try to like really wash it off with like soap and water again, like my usual makeup routine. And this stuff feels like I smudged oil all over my face. It just basically starts to smudge and rub. So instead of actually coming off my face, it just like I'm smearing it more and more, and it just becomes such a huge aggravation. And I would end up like scrubbing my skin like crazy because it just won't come off. And then of course my skin is irritated and poofy and red. Honestly, like the way it looks and the way like it wears and puts on, I have not that big of a problem. Like that doesn't irk me. But at the end of the day, that's what gets me. That's what makes me like kind of go like, oh, this is so not worth it. So if it wasn't for the washing off, I probably wouldn't even like have that big of an issue with it, honestly. It's the end of the day that like kind of like tips me over the edge, because I hate when I have to spend so much more time removing a product than applying it. Like, I don't know about you, but that's just like wrong for me. Like, I should not have to worry so much about getting you off of my face than when I'm like trying to delicately apply it on. I don't know. Just like for me, that's so extra, and it makes me like hate it versus like all the other stuff. So those are all the cons. The pros, of course, not as much, but like I said, I do have a few. It does make your lashes thicker and longer. I feel like it really does. Like, I don't know about the whole like 12 times bigger than the usual. I think that's like kind of really exaggerating. I would say it's bigger. I wouldn't even say it's double bigger like than the usual amount. So, and of course, the other pro I have is that it lasts. I don't really know if that's considered a pro. I mean, I feel like if any makeup product doesn't last, you should completely mark it off your list, because like it's supposed to last, whatever it might be. So if it doesn't last at all, then I mean, overall, I think this mascara is very, very overhyped. And if you are a person like me that prefers a more drier formula, a brush that can like spread out your lashes, and something that is not as painful to wash off as I just described, then you will not like this and save your money, invest in something else. But if you prefer more liquidy, if like thickness and clumpiness doesn't bother you, and if you could care less about how long it takes you to wash it off, then this is the perfect product. I wish more people would have like explained detail-wise why it didn't work for them versus just saying, oh, it's good. It's really, really good. Basically, I guess, just to sum all of this up, everything that this mascara claimed to be was nothing that much crazier or OMG different that the usual mascara that you're probably using is gonna do. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought about this mascara. If you've tried it, how do you feel? Does it live up to the claims, or is this just a bunch of advertising? But please subscribe and like this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!